what is freedom of speech? It's the freedom to speak. It's political correctness. It's simply manipulating the target population to silence itself.
Migrants crossing the Med, likened them to cockroaches. I said that, and I stand by it.
Well, is there something wrong with generating money? It's like, it depends on what you're going to do with the money. Spend it all on hookers and cocaine?
How dare you! You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones.
Shut up, you many media outlets, many platforms don't really want to give me an opportunity to speak. Just want to write slanderous articles about me without interviewing me in the first place. So I take every opportunity that I can get to speak. Puts me in a box. It reduces me. I do not have any hate for Greta. It is not true that most scientists agree that climate change is being man-made.
All night. All night. All night. All night. All night. All night. All night.
Only need a call plus me.
All night. All night. All night. All night. All night. All night. All night.
Only need a call plus me.
All night. All night.
All night.
All night.
All night.
All night.
All night.
All night.
Only need a call plus me.
All night.
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 Only need a call plus me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, 31st of August, 2022, 2 minutes past 8. Welcome to the SCO podcast, which is live every Wednesday from 8 o'clock. My name is Manny Cinder. I am your host, and with me, my co-host, the one and only Banksy Style. Hi up, Banksy.
Hey, yo. Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How's things with you, Manny?
Very good. Busy as usual. A bit too busy this week. A lot of crazy things happening all over the place. I'm having to do a bit of long distance driving tomorrow to help out in a property, but that's been the calling throughout the last few days. I've been helping out a lot of people with their properties. What about you, Banksy? What have you been up to, lads?
Well, I trust my microphone is good this time. Got a lot of shit last week. But look, I tested it. It sounded fine. I know what it was. It was the fan. The fan was blowing right into the mic, and that other microphone picked up all these subtle sounds. You see, I don't know if you can even pick up a sound from this one, because this one is pretty. It's better.
This is perfect. But let's talk about something serious. Let's talk about my ridiculous haircut. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I noticed you shortened it, but it's still gelled up.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to say I don't wash my hair?
No, it just looks like it's cased in cement.
Wax, to be exact.
Yeah,
wax. My hair is very thick and has a mind of its own, so it needs something very strong. Cement was a bit too strong, but hair wax, super strong hair wax, kind of does it. It has some of that super glue stuff in it, you know. But anyway, that's enough of my hair. So, hello to everyone in the chat. Hello to Working Class Patriotism, Nikita. Obviously, Working Class Patriotism is Dave. So, hello, Dave. Big up to Babs, Robert White. Open Your Eyes, UK Emergency Frequency. We need to have a meeting, mate, sometime. We need to see how you get on with StreamYard and RCW, who says Soros is probably funding the other anti-Greta too. Probably, my friend. So you mentioned something as we were coming on live. You mentioned something about Modine. Did you want to start the show off with that? Because that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of things happened the weekend. Obviously, on Sunday, Monday, it was the Caribbean Carnival. So I went there. I got some stuff.
Did you go?
Yes. Yeah. Well, I went on the Monday.
Did you do the bogle and the butterfly?
Oh, totally. I was dressed up as a flying pig on one of the parades. They just put some wings on me. That's all I needed.
Anyway, what about some twerking? Did you do some twerking?
Oh yeah, twerked all night. all night long, all night. Yeah, totally. But no, what happened was two exciting things happened. Um, One was the Caribbean Carnival at Notting Hill, which I've got some footage which will be released on Speaker's Corner, this channel and possibly TikTok in due course. So you can see the stuff I recorded there. So like and subscribe if you want to see those footage, exclusive to Speaker's Corner Online, at least for now. Also, another thing, I think even a better thing actually happened on Saturday night, which was, Modine went to the O2, where they have the
On
they
Finchley
had a
Road. Oh
no, the O2 Millennium Dome,
Yeah. Sorry.
in near Greenwich, and they had a boxing event with all the YouTubers, because I don't know if you guys, I don't know, Manny, whether you would know Logan Paul and Jake Paul, but these are two famous YouTubers who became very famous and rich from YouTube, and then they started having boxing events, amateur style boxing events, and they had they basically these shows that Logan Paul and Jake Paul have been doing have been mostly like them just being the boxer, and I think other people were promoting it or whatever. And the undercard fights were either crap or no one cared, or they never had any at all. It was just exhibitions with Logan Paul fighting old time boxers, and I think he actually lost to Mayweather, though. I think he had one with Mayweather. But these guys are raking in millions, literally millions upon millions of dollars with these fights. So these are very highly profitable fights for the fighters. But on Saturday they had one in O2, but this was, from what I noticed, a whole bunch. They managed to get a whole bunch of undercard fights, which were all YouTubers against YouTubers, or YouTubers against social media stars, Twitch and YouTube. Mostly I noticed Twitch and YouTube. I don't know many from TikTok. But we did have one TikTok star, which I would like to share my screen with you. And that particular TikTok star was our very own. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, let me do it again, because I don't think I shared the sound. Did I share the sound? Yeah, I don't know if I can. If I have to share the window. Let me see. Let me take this. Let's see. If I share this, do you see it? Unfortunately, this is in YouTube short style, so I can't make it any bigger because of the way it is. Actually, let me see. Now there is no. Okay, our very own Speaker's Corner Modine went to the O2 to try to challenge Jake Paul, and he got kind of hounded out. And as you can see, he's kind of being hounded away. But he's still trying to be big. And then he was also, this was where he was trying to address, and there's Logan Paul. Whoops, sound. Hold on. Oh yeah. This is actually the actual bodyguard that you can see. This will come in. Remember this giant 7-foot guy, because this will actually there actually this is the guy. Hold on, damn it. Let me see if I can get Logan. There. This guy with the black top, basically. Keep an eye on his face. This will come in. There. This guy with the black cap. I actually didn't see all of this. Hold on.
Do we not have any sound? Do we have any sound, Banksy?
You can't hear any of this?
No.
Ah, scheisse. Hold on. I thought you could hear it, but clearly not. Okay, let me start again. Okay. How about now? Hold on. Play it. Yeah, share it. Okay.
Body checked him, dude.
Yeah, got it.
There's an embargo on that footage, by the way. But
You scaring me with the mask on.
Yo, go away. No,
I don't do masks, bro.
Go away. Go away.
Cool. Relax, man. That's
I don't care.
No, I don't know if I do. Take off your mask. What is this for? What is this for?
I don't even know, man. I think he's a TikToker, man. What do you think?
No, who do you work for?
Fight type.
How did you make it out of all the fucking people?
Because that's what we do. Come on, I learned from you, Logan. You taught me well, bro. Come on.
That's amazing. Yo, you're a dog, bro.
Come on, man.
Good work.
Come on, Logan, man. I see you at the top, brother, yeah? All right, no. Yeah, man. Come on.
Okay, so you can
Yeah,
see
see you,
they're
bro.
all getting into this this larger van, and Modine and his bum chums went around antagonizing them at the restaurant that they were in, and so the story continues here. Basically, it comes to a head where that big guy with the black cap gets pissed off, and yeah, I'm spoiling it. There you go. That big guy chases Modine down and lays in a few boots, as you can see. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Hold on. I think they repeated it like 3 times.
Do you want some more pain relief?
No.
Because earlier you were.
So there's no way I'm coming out today? Or like, I'm staying in?
No, we're not sure yet. We're going to see what happens with your x-ray first.
Is there a pillow? Another pillow, please?
No, I don't have a pillow.
Now, let me just pause it here. Modine actually live streamed his entire hospital trip for over an hour and a bit on TikTok. This is just a small segment of it.
Hi, you're right.
Mohammed.
Yeah,
I'm
we see.
Joe, one of the
How you
doctors.
doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I've heard what happened.
Yeah.
Goodness me. Okay. So you've got a broken bone, which I suspect you already. Okay. You've got a. This is obviously the bad leg. You've got a break just here.
I got a break on this one as well.
No. I'm just showing you.
Oh.
I'm showing on this leg where
Yeah.
it is on this leg.
Yeah.
Okay, just so I don't have to touch it. But
Yeah.
you've got a break just here.
Yeah.
And you've got a break just here as well. So you've got 2 bones coming down here.
Yeah.
So you've broken both of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just move on quickly. This is the next
And the
day.
people that died, you find out they didn't give charity. I'm not trying to be bad to you, I love you. But when we asked my man, when's the last time you gave charity?
10
He
years.
said, oh, but
There you go, and that's Modine, and that was Modine's weekend. Now, you know, I would say that I would be upset if it was for a fellow human being, but to be honest, it couldn't have happened to a nicer fella. But there it is. Modine's weekend, and clearly he was unable to go to the Notting Hill Carnival in order to chirps the Galdums because he was too busy in a fucking wheelchair. That's what happens, man. They say play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And believe me, they don't come any more stupid than Modine.
Okay,
So yeah.
I want to show you. So was that something to do with KSI, that event?
Well, that event had KSI fighting, but Logan Paul was, I think, the promoter of that fight or that event.
I saw something very bizarre. As you know, I've worked out exactly who and what Nigel Farage is, and you know, I don't really have much respect for him. And my respect for him diminished even more when I saw this video.
And in particular, KSI boxing. I'll bet a lot of you Never, ever had. Well, I'd vaguely heard of it. I heard about these celebrities, these YouTubers getting in the ring and doing amateur boxing. Well, what I discovered last night at the O2 was a completely brand new sport. It's grassroots boxing. And one of the lead proponents of this is KSI, a YouTuber, a guy with massive following, millions and millions.
KSI victory speech, full house here at the O2. KSI, I'll tell you what, amazing boxing.
So look, he's plugging Getter. So Nigel Farage, right, this so-called top-level commodities trader turned British hero, has now been sent down to the depths of promoting somebody else's business. But let's carry on and see this worm in action.
Form took some real step. Nigel, you all right, mate? Doing pretty good, aren't you? I'm good, mate.
Why is he recording it? That's such a stupid angle.
He was so confident he was doing press-ups in between the rounds. Has he got it in him to win against a proper boxer? We'll see.
No, the thing is, KSI, believe it or not, I've seen all of this is on available on YouTube, different channels. The whole fight, all the fights are available now. KSI fought 2 people that night. 2 different fights in the same night because the opponents were so incredibly pathetic that he absolutely owned them. And one of them was the Mexican dude, was supposed to be a professional fighter. He looked like he'd never seen a ring in his life. I'm not sure that man knew what sport he was a professional of. Maybe chess, maybe tiddlywinks, I don't know. But boxing was not the thing he was a professional at because it was horrifically bad. It was just terrible.
So going back to Nigel Farage, a couple of years ago, he launched a business trying to help normal investors, non-professional investors or retail investors as they're called, to invest in the financial markets. I thought, let me see what he's offering, because I obviously know a bit about investments and trading myself. And all I got was a bombardment of emails. He had hired some emailing platform company that sends out free emails a day or whatever the ridiculous was, and it was just a complete sham. But I was completely shocked to see that video because, as you can see, he's just there and promoting someone's brand. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I just thought for a politician of his stature,
caliber.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a politician anymore. He's just a talk show host and a grifter.
Yeah, all right. Well, I didn't know. You're ahead of me. I didn't know that. All right, so we are 20 past in the hour. Let's go to the main topic, though, obviously, as always. I've got a million more topics anyway. But you're going to love this. You're going to love this one. But we're going to have to play the video so you get an idea of what Indian men are up to.
Hi everyone, same name here. This video is brought to you by a donation from James. He didn't give me a topic, so wanted to share an article from India called Why Working Women Struggle to Find a Match. And here's what part of the article says, and I quote, Neha has been asked how round her rotis are, how many kinds of paneer she can make, and just as casually what the purpose of her career really is if she doesn't make bags of money. Over the last 3 years of searching for a partner on matrimonial sites, the Gurgaon-based psychologist has been questioned on her career both directly and indirectly. I've been asked many times that the guy makes enough money, so what is the point of me working? They think that my work is a social service rather than a career, says the 33-year-old, who says many of the men she's spoken with share this attitude. I have become very clear that my work is something I am passionate about and makes me feel content. If someone can't see that, there is no point in proceeding. Neha's experience is hardly unique. Women who work are less likely to get matches on matrimonial sites than those who do not, a new study has found. Diva Dar, doctoral candidate at the University of Oxford's Blandnick School of Government, conducted an experiment to test her hypothesis that working women are penalized in the marriage market and found that, in fact, women who've never worked received 15 to 22% more interest compared to those who wish to continue working. Basically, for every 100 men who respond to a woman who has never worked, only 78 to 85 will respond to a working woman, unquote. Well, folks, it looks like the roadies have come home to roost. While these educated and employed Indian women are not getting their hands on as many human roosters. It seems that Indian men have been doing something the European males have not. That, of course, is to red pill themselves on the fact that a career woman is a pain in the rear, and she makes a poor candidate for wife and mother, usually because uneducated women have a better attitude, as well as being better in bed.
All right, so let's pause that there for a second, and obviously we've discussed some of these topics before. It's one of your more famous topics, shall we say? But before we unleash Banksy, because I can see Banksy literally biting the inside of his cheek. Let me out. I just want to say big up to Sandman. Sandman has been one of the advertisers over in America. We've had a lot of American chaps come over and join Speaker's Corner over the last few weeks. So it would have been unfair not to, not to promote him back. So thank you, Sandman. Banksy, back to the topic. Tell us what you know.
Dude, you know more than me. I mean, it's good that some of the brothers in India are now getting red pilled, because up until at least the recent reports that I had, India was one of the biggest customers for this girl who was selling her farts in a jar. India was her biggest market. So it's good to see there's some red pilling going on in India. But I mean, given that there are over 1 billion Indians, I don't know whether it's just in India or the diaspora, but so it's a very large population. So the red pilling is a fraction of that population, and so there's plenty of blue pill simps still buying farts in a jar from YouTube thoughts. So those YouTube thoughts are not going out of business anytime soon. I tell you that.
As the video explained, or as Sandman explained, that men are rejecting women in India who have a career because they don't really see them as wife material, and that on a statistical level, just from dating apps alone, dating apps in India, obviously, they found that uneducated, non-professional women, i.e., those who would be stay-at-home wives or brides or mums or whatever, were getting I don't know what the exact like 20 to 30% more attention than those who actually had a career. And I mean, that's pretty damning, I would have thought, providing that the general suitors of those type of women they don't even own a smartphone in India, most likely. However, even with the professional types, i.e. those who are educated and IT competent, those men were also choosing the more uneducated and stay-at-home type of brides.
Well, I mean, I think it's what I now want to coin as the Western disease of liberal education and feminism. This cancer is going to spread everywhere that Western society has any kind of influence over, and of course, all the women. I mean, it took it's going to take a while, but Europe and America is far further down this rabbit hole than India. But of course, this is going to affect India. It's been affecting China for many years. Japan, South Korea are in ruins because of it. They're literally begging their men to marry women and have children because their birth rates are through the fucking floor. The same with China. China's got a whole slew of women they call the leftover women. These are career women who are now over 30 that no man wants to marry. In Europe, I mean, we all know the story of the cat lady, and there's just going to be more and more. I mean, I personally started a hashtag "Enjoy the Cats, ladies." Every time I hear one of these harpies scream at the top of their fucking lungs about feminism and these Karens, I just type "Enjoy the Cats," because that's all they're going to be left with. Cats are the only thing, and in fact, even cats do run away. Maybe they'll have to get a dog and chain that fucking thing to the wall in order for it not to fucking escape the insanity that is a 50-year-old feminist. But nevertheless, enjoy the cats. That's all I'm saying. If you're over 35 and you're not married, good luck. Buy some cats. Enjoy the cats. You'll die with those cats. That's what will happen, because men are either men are checking out of marriage entirely, or the rich ones, the 1%ers that the women all cluster towards anyway, the ones that are over 6 foot, good looking, and earn over like £100,000 a year. They've got a buffet of choices, and they're not going to pick your 35-year-old ass who's wrote the cock carousel for the last 35 years, or well, the last 25 years in nightclubs. They're not going to want that. They're going to go after a 25-year-old, 22-year-old who's at least still tight enough for them to feel it. It doesn't feel like a sausage being thrown down a hallway. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. That's the reality of life. Get used to the cats.
I think we have Zabida in the chat. Zabida doesn't seem to agree.
There's another fat fucking heifer who's obviously gonna die with just cats. I mean, it's okay. She managed to get a Somali to squeeze a fucking. She managed to get a Somali to squeeze out a fucking puppy out of that one. So maybe that one kid will fucking do it. But that's it. That's it. You might as well just check out.
900. Just calm down, dude.
No, but it is. It's another fucking example. And now that's why she went down the Muslima route. She thinks that all the cocks that she's had from I don't know 15 to 22 is suddenly going to vanish because she put on a headscarf and says Allahu Akbar twice a day.
Okay, let's move on because this could go south very.
This is already south. I'm already south. I'm in the fucking Antarctic right now. That's how south I am when it comes to this topic.
Okay, all right. So we need to also announce the winner of the competition. So I'm happy to do that now. Angel Moon, are you in the chat? If you are, it would be good because we have Sam M and we have Open Your Eyes UK in the chat. So obviously one of them three have won, hence why I'm asking them. So if Angel Moon is in the chat, that would be great. But anyway, let's go on. Should I open the artwork up again just to show everybody what they're about to win? Or show the person what they're about to win? Okay then. Well, do I have to roll it back up? It's such a laborious thing. It's this. It's rolled up. It's either got a nice ribbon thing, rope thing on it. You've all seen Raj's artwork. He charges an arm and a leg. I was in Berkhamsted on Sunday. I went to a couple of galleries there. An original painting mounted cost less than what Raj charged me. And that stuff was just as amazing. So Raj, you're very expensive, but I must say it is pretty. All right, brilliant. All right, well, Angel Mood is in the house as well. Brilliant. So we're going to announce them. We're going to do third place, runner up, and we're going to do the winner. All right. So the third place actually goes to. Let me stop sharing this. Actually goes to Angel Moon. Okay, and I'll show you the picture that she sent. Now, Angel Moon could have won it had she sent this earlier. So this was Angel Moon's picture. So this was in the cinema room. She sent the proof of it. So this is a painting hanging up in the cinema room of chemtrails, as you can see. Banksy verified that they are chemtrails. So as a prize to Angel Moon, what we're going to do for you as third place, you haven't won Raj's artwork. You can choose any image you want of yourself or anything that perhaps you own copyright to, something, and we shall put it in the gallery room. So the gallery room is the background where Banksy has on his behind him. So we shall remove Steve Speaker's Corner's images and we shall replace Steve Speaker's Corner images with whatever image you want. It could be your photograph. It can be something that you create. Whatever you want, we'll replace those images with Steve Speaker's Corner. Right. So runner-up. Let me show you who the runner-up was. Now, the reason why this was the runner-up, because this by far was the best photography that I received. From all the images that were received, this was by far the best photography. So this was sent by Jordan. So Jordan sent this image. I believe this is the lobby room. Banksy, I'm not sure exactly what this room is called. You in there?
Yeah, I think so. I forgot, but yeah.
So this is the lobby room, and the reason why this won second place, quite deservedly, it's a great image. It's a great chemtrails. Actually, you can see the chemicals bringing in the moisture from the air. It's a long trail, as you can see, and most importantly, it's a very aesthetically pleasing image. So again, for second place, Jordan, you can choose any image you want. We shall replace most likely Mohammed Hijab.
That one is called Plateau, or
Plateau.
something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we shall replace Mohammed Hijab's picture in the gallery, and you can choose what you want to promote.
Patio. Fuck
Patio.
me.
It's a patio room.
Can't read.
So
The
so we
patio,
will
yes, it's the patio.
So we will remove Mohammed Hijab's picture from the gallery, and you can have your own picture. You can promote your thing, and on top of that, because you are second place, admin will transfer some of their own SEO tokens to you. It will be at least a couple of hundred, at least. But whatever they have in their wallet, they will transfer to you, and that is your second place prize. So number one is do you have a drum roll or what? What do you have, Banksy? What do you have? Any sound effects? What can you do?
Drum roll. Hold on. I'm not even sure these sound effects.
Hey, I like that. Ka-ching.
Hold on, I can't hear it. It's just I'm pressing him. Okay, what's this one? What is that?
No.
How about this one? Is that clapping?
Yeah, that'll do. All
Okay,
right,
go on.
Well, let's show. So this was the competition has been won by Sam M. Okay, so very similar to Angel Moon. Has Angel Moon sent her image, she would have sent a much better chance of winning. But the reason why I like Sam M's, and it's worth, in my eyes, to be number one, is because Sam M captured an image without any obstacles of showing the chemtrails and a normal sky. Okay, and I thought that captured the essence of the competition, and also just to say fuck you to Banksy, because we can show the world,
I'm sorry, are these the chemtrails in which room is it? In the speakers going online?
The cinema room as well, yeah.
That's the cinema room.
Yeah. So if you want to go into the cinema room, perhaps we can show people. So congratulations.
Wait a minute. Whereabouts in the cinema room? There's a chemtrail.
Yeah, opposite the video. The cinema screen on the opposite side. So congratulations.
This is on the wall. This isn't actually the sky. This is a picture.
Yeah. I said any. I said anywhere in the thing. But anyway, congratulations to Sam M. He wins Raj's artwork, and I can tell you that this artwork is pretty fantastic. It looks a lot better in person. So congratulations to you, and congratulations to second place and also third place. We shall get those prizes. Get those prizes and everything sorted out for you. Sam M, if you want to message me on Speakers Corner Online, how you want this sent, or if we're going to see each other in the near future, I can bring that with you as well. Unfortunately, I've been rather how can we say, I've been rather sensible and polite. I haven't photocopied the artwork, so therefore I will not be selling fake copies of it. This is the only copy I have. All right, so Banksy has, I believe, the room for us to have a look at. There you go. There you go. So it's opposite.
Just want to show everyone that
we sometimes play some movies in there. Now, those of you that were in there for the boxing got to watch the boxing for free thanks to Manny Cinder.
Is that what you did? You broadcasted all the... Why don't you put out a message to tell everyone?
No. I'm only joking. That would be illegal. But there you go. Those are the two paintings, and that is what won it. It was very close as well with Open Your Eyes UK. Yeah, and Opening Eyes UK, yes, and I could see that was a very good. You had the best photograph essentially, but because Sam had sent 2 images together, that kind of ticked in terms of information. So that's where we are. Zubida's busy in the chat. I'm half thinking.
It must be slow at the zoo.
She's
It
trying
must
to
be
get
slow at the zoo. They probably forgot to feed her, so she's roaming the streets.
So why does Zubida still hate you? Is it because of what you've just said, or is there some kind of beef going on that I'm not aware
I don't know. I haven't spoken to this fat bitch for fucking years.
Whoa,
but
dude,
she's still on it, dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a. You go after the people you hate, and you call them hope not hate and all that shit. And I can't tell this fat bitch that she's a fat bitch. I can straight up tell this fat bitch. By the way, guys, be careful. If you end up in a hospital somewhere and this fat bitch is the one that's nursing you, you fucking dead meat. Get yourself out. If you see a hippo waddle towards you in a nurse's outfit, just pray to God that you're in some kind of porn film. Because if this is a real hospital and you have to depend on this hippo to nurse you fucking back to health, you might as well kill yourself with whatever utensil you find nearby. Beg for an overdose of fucking morphine so that you're fucking dead before this bitch gets to you.
So Zubida's asking for a link. I'm assuming you don't want Zubida coming on.
No, I'm not fucking having her on this show. Fuck that. She got her shot when I was on fucking abroad.
All right. So on that note, I just want to play this video. This is an interesting turn of events.
In a big boost to India's manufacturing sector, Apple says that it plans to make the iPhone 14 in India after its release out of China. Here's a report. Apple plans to start making the iPhone 14 in India about 2 months after its release out of China. That's according to a report Tuesday by Bloomberg. It's a move that would narrow the production gap from the typical 6 to 9 months for previous launches, the report said. It comes as the US tech giant looks for alternatives to China, where health crisis lockdowns have disrupted production. The report said Apple had worked with suppliers to ramp up production in India. It also said Apple's Taiwan-based supplier Foxconn had studied the process of shipping items from China and assembling the iPhone 14 at a plant in southern India. It added the first iPhone 14s from India are likely to be completed in late October or November.
So, I mean, those of us that know the operations of Apple will know that is very, very big news because China has been making iPhones and its product for a long, long time. Banksy, come in with this. Do you agree with me that this is a big and a drastic move for Apple to come away from a government that it partially works under and obeys and also receives many favors from them?
As in, you're saying the fact that they're pulling away from China in favor of Taiwan?
No, in favor of India in terms of production.
Oh, well, because of, I think it's because of the Taiwan situation. I think they're trying to make sure that they're no longer that dependent on China, because of the, as I said, because they're getting called out for their bullshit and the way that they have to tell Taiwan not to stamp anything made in Taiwan that's going to go to China. China is giving Apple a lot of headaches right now from any product that is, especially chips, because Taiwan is the leading chip manufacturer in the world. And so all of the chips that go into your electronic products are 90% coming out of Taiwan. And if they're coming out of Taiwan, being assembled in China, China is giving Apple a lot of headaches. And also people are calling out Apple. It's created bad PR for them because they're supposed to be this really woke fucking country, woke company, and they're working with fucking China. So, obviously it's going to be bad PR for them. And I guess they're predicting that if China becomes even more more difficult to work with, then they'll at least have a factory established in India where they can get get their products assembled.
So one thing I want to mention about this whole Taiwan situation, there is no way China is ready within the next few years to attack Taiwan. Because if all things being equal and all things being honest, we know on a geopolitical level that should China attack Taiwan, then America would become involved. Now, Taiwan, as we know, is essentially an island nation. So therefore, if US was to go to war with China, China would need to have a better and more powerful military than the US. Now, believe it or not, the land army of the United States of America is nothing compared to the navy power of the United States of America. And China would stand no chance in trying to defeat America in the Navy, maybe in about 10 years' time, because from my understanding, that the budget allocation going forward for China is far heavier in the Navy side of their army than it is on the land mass. If it was a land invasion, then China would potentially have some kind of thing. But the other thing with Taiwan that people don't realize is actually a very mountainous and hilly island. In other words, it's not going to be like the invasion or the battles of Normandy where there's beautiful beaches. I'd literally have to climb small mountains or very hilly, rocky inclined to get to Taiwan, from which Taiwan feels it's far easier to defend itself. But so all this hullabaloo that the media is trying to tell us that China will or may invade Taiwan is a load of baloney. They cannot do. But what will happen, or most likely to happen, is that they will create some kind of blockage. So nothing comes in and leaves Taiwan whatsoever. So this is where the whole chips being an issue or the shortage being an issue comes in, because on a geopolitical chessboard, that's the one thing that the globalists have allowed to happen, is that Taiwan controls the manufacturing of all these chips. Having said that, should China do that, then Japan will have to get involved, and there's already routes going from Taiwan to Japan, and there's obviously enough routes going from Taiwan to America. So in conclusion, anybody that's trying to say that China's about to invade Taiwan is just baloney. It's just not true. Banksy.
I mean, I don't know, because you could have made the same sort of argument a year ago about Ukraine, and here we are. So I'm not entirely sure. I think China sees the United States and Europe incredibly weak, and they are just waiting for this price hike to kick in during winter, in order for the people of Europe to be so caught up in their own life and in their own, worrying about keeping the heater on, than to give a shit about what China does to Taiwan. I think they're just buying their time, just like Putin, and they'll make their move when they find America to be at its weakest. And there's a good chance America's Democratic Party is going to be in the minority as far as the House and Senate is concerned come November. So we'll see what happens. I think maybe they might, at the very least, they might wait to see what happens in 2024. If Trump gets reelected, then they may back off. I don't know.
Can I speak of a theory that I heard about Trump and his election, and I agree with, and I'll tell you why I agree with it in a second. So the theory is that they are trying to stitch Trump up, right? And they're trying it with the FBI documents raid and things like that. But the theory went on to say that that they will try to say that Trump is somehow responsible for any COVID vaccinating induced injuries. Now, obviously, all things being equal, and you will agree with this, that seems highly unlikely. But I then read an article, and I haven't got it here with me, but I can get it in the Washington Post. Now, the Washington Post is the congressman's mouthpiece. So whatever the globalists think and want the Congress members to say and do, It's mostly, from my understanding, printed in the Washington Post. So there was a paragraph in this one article about Dr. whatever that lady's doctor was that was advising Trump about the vaccination. And she said in there that Trump alone and his administration put pressure on the FDA, which essentially is the health authority equivalent that we have here in the UK, put pressure on the FDA to pass the regulation and therefore any safety requirements about the vaccinations. That's just one paragraph. And I was like, wow. Like the Washington Post, which basically is the BBC in terms of media, now is beginning, or certainly seems to be starting, to say that Trump is somehow responsible for the dangerous vaccinations that were put out there. Now, it may not ever come to fruition, and I hope it doesn't, but from how these reports generally break from previous years, where the Washington Post and the New York Post are the first ones to print anything of this type of thing, I thought that was a bit of a wow factor. And then I thought maybe they're trying to push this, maybe not to arrest him, but certainly to turn the typical Trump supporter against him, because this is why many Republicans don't want to vote for Trump, because he did and is continuously pushing vaccines.
Well, I mean, I mean, the thing is, when it comes to the mainstream media, which for the most part is a Democratic wing, it's the media arm of the Democratic Party in America, and certainly, the people, companies like BBC and Channel 4 are 100% leftist organizations. They will look at strategies to try to effectively cut Trump's legs from under him. And that's his base, that's his support base, in order to make sure that he doesn't run in 2024, or he's severely hampered, and that they can also maybe swing this around and somehow get some kind of as long as they can seed some doubt into the minds of potential Republican voters for this upcoming election for the senators and Congress people, then maybe they won't have such a massive deficit, because they're going to lose. They're going to lose hard in November, but they're probably trying to do some damage control in order to make sure that they're not absolutely wiped out, and it becomes like a massive super majority that Republican Senate and Congress. Maybe that's what this is, and also they know that the Trump supporters have a sensitive spot when it comes to this vaccine in the last 2 years. The reason they're going to vote Republican is because they've seen Republican senators and governors like Florida, Ron DeSantis, do so much better than the Democratic states. And so they know that if they can somehow equate Trump with the vaccine, that will sow the seed of conspiracies, and possibly it'll have some legs. I mean, let's be honest, these guys, they're going to throw as much shit to the wall as they can and hope most of it sticks or some of it sticks. And so this is just another, they realized calling people racists and a bag of deplorables and all that shit, it's not working. It's not working. Just insulting your opponents is certainly not going to work to convince the maybes, or the people who are in the middle, the libertarians, the not so crazy leftists, or the centrists, to vote their way. They know that insulting hasn't worked. Hillary Clinton is a testament to that. And I'll be honest, I mean, I know we can't say it on YouTube. As far as the 2020 election being the fairest, most equitable election ever, and I will never put any doubt on how incredibly fair that election was. But nevertheless, whatever you want to think, you have to actually come to this understanding. Joe Biden received more votes than any president in the history of the United States, more than Obama, more than Abraham Lincoln, more than John F. Kennedy, more than fucking George Washington. He is literally, supposedly, the most popular president in the history of the United States. If you believe that, I also have a bridge I'd like to sell you Also, also, I want to sell you some ice. If there are some Eskimos in the show, in the chat, I have some snow that I would like to sell you. And if there are some Arabs, there's some sand I'd like to sell you. Because if you actually believe that Joe Biden is the most, categorically, hands down, the most popular, because he literally received more votes than any president in the history of that nation, then yeah, good luck. But I will never say that the election was not fair. There was nothing but fairness in that election. It was the fairest election ever held in the history of the universe ever. There are people on other planets right now begging to know how the Americans held such a fair election so that they can enact that on their planet.
Okay, let's get through a few of the newses. We've got a lot to do, and we've only got 10 minutes left. So this caught my attention. So this headline read, Shamima Begum, spy for Canada, smuggled schoolgirl to Syria. So go over to BBC. Shamima Begum, spy for Canada, smuggled schoolgirl to Syria, and it states, Shamima, who fled the UK and joined Islamic State group, was smuggled into Syria by intelligence agent for Canada. Files seen by the BBC show he claimed to have shared Miss Begum's passport details with Canada and smuggled over Britons to fight for IS. Miss Begum's lawyers are challenging the removal of her citizenship, arguing she was a trafficking victim. Canada and the UK declined to comment on security issues. Miss Begum was 15 when she and two other East London schoolgirls travelled to Syria to join ISIS. At the main ISIS Istanbul bus station, the girls met Rashid, who would facilitate their journey to ISIS-controlled Syria. A senior intelligence officer at an agency which is part of the global coalition against ISIS has confirmed that to the BBC that Rashid was providing information to Canadian intelligence who smuggled people to ISIS. So in other words, Banksy, we have Shamima Begum being...
Sorry, could you put that picture back up? Put that picture back up for a second. I just want to comment on that. Have you noticed Shamima looks kind of like something that came out of Hollywood or possibly even part of the Kardashians? What happened to the burqa, the niqab, her Muslim background? She's like, fuck that. Either she's thrown all that away, or this is an old picture of her before she went uber Muslim. I don't know, but it looks like she's looking very, very Hollywood right now for someone who literally went to fight the enemies of Islam for the caliphate to re-emerge and take the globe. This is unbelievable hypocrisy. This is as bad as this fucking hippo pretending that she's a hijabi. This is as, to me, as ridiculous as fucking some fat slag who puts on a fucking scarf and says Allahu Akbar, Salamu Alaikum, and somehow all the men have to think that her vagina is now suddenly shriveled up back into a virgin again.
Okay, so moving on to the next item. Let's play this video.
It's Black Mirror called a television, right? Television. Tell a vision. What do witches do again? They tell you a vision.
Idiots.
Now let's turn on this television that has a black mirror. Then when you turn on your television that has a black mirror, you then pull up your channels. And yes, I know I got the old Comcast, but we're not talking about that right now. Because what do
These
witches
fucking
do against
Shaniquas.
black mirrors? Channel spirits. So therefore, pick what you want to channel. Then once you click what you want to channel, you then move on to your daily programming because it's meant to program us. That's why our generation is so desensitized to a lot of the things that we
Go for it, Banksy. You're dying. Go for it.
It's because these fucking Shanikas and these little Tyrones with their flat earth fucking comments, they think that they like when they go history, it's his Tory. They have no idea of etymology of words. They think that these words are just the way they pronounce them. They can break them down into shit. Morons. The word television didn't come around about tell her vision or any shit like that. It wasn't because of that, you fucking idiots. There was a Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro actually took the piss out of this the other day. There was one of these people in the Congress who said some shit about, I don't know, he made some kind of speech, and then at the end he said amen and a woman, as if The word a man comes from the word a man. That's not how it is. Amen comes from a Hebrew word, which means the truth. It isn't a man, you fucking idiots, who then went ahead and said a woman, as if it's trying to somehow big up a man. It's nothing to do with men. It's a Hebrew word from the its etymology is Hebrew, and it comes from the word amon, something like that. It's like amon, and it means the truth.
Okay, Banksy, breathe in. Breathe out.
Come on, though. These fucking Shaniquas with their fucking 12 baby daddies.
Banksy, let me ask you a question while you drink your posh little tea. What do you think of Prince, the musician?
I don't know. He thinks he's a great artist, fantastic dancer, just all-round awesome guy.
Awesome.
A little bit kooky, though. A little bit kooky.
Okay, well, let's watch this video then.
In no particular order, since we mentioned Dreamer first, tell me about Dreamer.
Oh, well, when I saw the State of the Black Union, Dick Gregory really moved me and a lot of my friends. I show it to everybody that comes over the house, especially white folks, because they need to hear that, so that they know more about all of us. Mm-hmm. Because what he said affects all of us. He said something that really hit home about this phenomena of chemtrails. And, when I was a kid,
Hold on. Just pause this fucking.
No, let the video finish.
Prince, no, because you're playing. You. It's called appealing to authority or appealing to popularity or some bollocks like that. Just because Prince knows how to fucking play the guitar and sing some songs and dance, that doesn't mean he's a fucking biochemist who's talking about fucking chemtrails. He doesn't know shit about that subject. So no, I'm not gonna take fucking Prince's fucking word on this subject.
Credit goes to Angel
Sing me a
Moon.
song, motherfucker. Stop fucking talking about chemtrails.
Credit goes to Angel Moon. She posted that in Speakers Corner Online, brought it to my attention, and she knew, she's a clever lady, she knew that would trigger you. Look.
Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. Actually, there's something I would like to show you now, if I may. I just want to show this this clip. Yeah, no, nothing to do with this bollocks chemtrails shit that you guys are babbling on about. But let me see if I can actually. Yeah, I can share this. It should be big enough. Hopefully, I just want to bring to the attention of the word television and where it stems from. It is the combined word of tele and vision, which means in old, I don't know whether it's Latin, comes from Latin or Old English, at a distance. So it is vision at a distance. That's what it means. That's where the word tele comes from. Nothing to do about telling you something or trying to program your mind subconsciously or any of that bullshit that these Shaniqua fucking just vomited out of her mouth 5 minutes ago. No, it comes from the word tele, as in at a distance, plus the word vision. So it is at a distance, vision at a distance. You can see something at a distance. That's what it all fucking boils down to. This is the problem. These fuckers won't even know the meaning of the word etymology if you fucking wrote it on a brick and threw it at their face. That's why these idiots make these stupid things up. And this other thing that these, I've heard like Mako and other morons say, I overstand. They say, oh, I overstand that. This is the problem. These idiots don't know the basics of English. They don't know the basics of fucking English. They literally failed their English language fucking course at school, at high school level. And I'm a fucking foreigner. I wasn't even born, and this is not even my first fucking language. I speak my mother tongue isn't even this fucking language, and I have to teach these morons about English. How fucking sad is that? Anyway, go ahead.
Let it out. Let it out.
No, but come on. In the face of fucking science and this, and actually a 2-second Google search, instead of making a video looking like a moron talking about television, you fucking Google etymology of the word television. Where did that word come from? How did that word make it into the English language? Because all the words in the English language have got history from other languages, mostly Germanic and Latin. But even the Latin words have Hebrew, some of them have Hebrew origins, especially the ones who come out of the Bible. So learn the fucking origin of your words before you make a stupid video and make yourself look like a fucking moron.
Trigger Happy TV. Straight back at you next week.
Yeah. We don't even have TV. By the way, when she was talking about this Black Mirror, that's because of the fucking, at least for the LCD, it's to do with the backlit. It's to do with the way the pixels work. That's why they have to have it, and that's why it looks like a Black Mirror. But of course, previous TVs, the CRT TVs, the technologies also gave you that Black Mirror kind of effect as well. But, I mean, fucking hell, man. It's like trying to teach a monkey how to use an iPhone. I swear to God, it's like trying to teach an orangutan how to fucking program in C++. It is impossible to fucking get it through these idiots' heads.
Wow, dude, I like this Banksy. Even though I don't agree with anything you're fucking saying, but I like the energy.
These people.
I like the energy. All right, any final words before you blow a gasket?
Oh, Christ, it's an hour already. Well, I mean, I think I got an early Christmas present this year with Modine's ass being fucking pummeled and 2 broken fucking femurs. So yeah, I think I got my early Christmas present this year. All we need is someone to. I'm just putting it out there as a public service announcement. If you ever see a hijabi hippo waddle towards your bed in a hospital, run. Run for your fucking lives. Run for your... Don't let that bitch stick a needle in you. Don't let her fucking even give you a bedpan fucking wash. Run. I don't care if you have 2 broken legs, 1 broken leg, find a wheelchair, crawl away if you have to. Don't let that bitch anywhere near you. That's it. I'm done. Oh, don't trust your government.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. So me and Banksy will be back again next Wednesday at 8:00, as always. I won't be doing a live stream this Friday, but I may do one on Monday. I'm just waiting for somebody to confirm that they can come on as a interview. This chap's a very busy, well-known person, shall we say? So it's very hard nailing him down. If I can get him on Monday, I promise you it will be a show like no other. But failing that, like I said, we'll be back next Wednesday. And yeah, have a great rest of the week. And
oh yeah, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and please share some of these shows. Maybe not this one. I don't know. I went off on this one a little bit too hard, but share it with people that you think are over 18.
All right, guys, we'll see you soon.
Ciao. Peace.
And dying in your beds many years from now, would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom!